Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero here with another Command Conquer 3 Kane's Red video commentary. And first up, there was a 3v3 tournament on the weekend. Yes, I didn't announce it sooner because, you know, Game Replays tends to announce things like a day before they happen. But anyway, if you don't want to hear what happens or if you don't want any spoilers, pause the video and wait till I remove this score screen because that will be when I'll stop spoiling. So pause it now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, basically, me and Bonusroo and Technique quickly made a team about 90 minutes before the tournament started, with the sole purpose of just to beat Master Leaf. So that's pretty nasty. But we went in there, and it was us and Master Leaf's team in the grand finals. That worked out very nicely, and we won 3-1. So that was pretty awesome. Head over to Game Replays, unfortunately, to check out the replays of that one there. Maybe I'll bring some footage. I did record the whole thing in FPV. Try to frontline it, but basically I was so tired that my voice was just like, you know, and I don't know, it was so hard to concentrate in 3v3 when there's like a million units going everywhere. But anyway, we're gonna click close just so people can unpause the video, and we have Bravo 3 and Technique in 1.02 plus. That's right, 1.02 plus. BTWB tournament was obviously in 1.02 because there's no 3v3 maps in 1.02 plus. I'm assuming Technique's gonna be the Nod faction. Yeah, he's gonna be the Nod faction. He's actually got vanilla nods. There you go. He's not Black Hand, which is interesting. Bravo 3 Sup Yo-Yo has got tip field suits now. Bravo 3, I have discovered. I thought we were pals and buds, but apparently he does a lot of smack talk on me in Russian and doesn't tell me about it. Then plays nice in English. So Bravo 3, I'm looking down you right now, buddy. You better just cut that out, okay? Maybe I'll have to learn Russian. Or get someone to translate for me, because everyone in the comments is like, wow, Bravo 3 says really bad things about you. So Bravo 3 is going to go for both spikes, and he can probably get it. He's not going to cut off this scouting squad. Oh, I think he can definitely go around there. We lost a scout too, but he's going to secure the other one. But against Nod, probably the best faction to double engineer. Like, the only way they can really stop it is if they go shadow teams. And oh man, Bravo 3, he's taken a big detour. He's taken a really big detour. It's not necessary. He could have just kept running and moving around here and he would have never got killed. There's a buggy coming now, and oh man, maybe going out wide might save him. Yeah, he's seen it. He's going to go out wide. Does Technique know it's here? I don't think he does. He's looking for it and he's not going to see it. He's just been like, well, okay, maybe there's just no engineer there. So, I mean, he could have got there and already captured it if he just went across here, but moving out wide almost cost him it, and he's pulling it way out wide here. SOCOM harvesters, of course, 1.02 plus SOCOM harvesters not bugged at all. They will harvest just as fast as the other factions. So it was actually having both come back at the same time, and not capping that spike has led him to not having a spare refinery, which means this harvester is sitting around doing nothing. Here comes some bikes, but Technique against SOCOM harvesters, and there's going to be 3 of them here now, so they'll actually be able to fight back and destroy some of these bikes. And I'm kind of hoping this is at least a pitfall here, moving back behind the war factory and trying to take out these bikes at the moment. Rockets firing, they're not doing too much damage. It is a pitfall. This harvester still alive. Nice control there by Bravo 3. He's going to keep this harvester alive. Fires at the buggy, probably a bad idea. And he only gets one shot off with that pitfall. And Technique hasn't actually lost any units. He got out like completely clean. Bravo 3 did cap his spike there, and Technique's probably just noticing like, oh, there was a engineer somewhere. He didn't quite see it, so that was interesting. Bravo 3 didn't lose a harvester, but at the same time, Technique didn't lose any units at all. So that's, I think I've never seen that before, Bike Rush, where there's that much shooting and no one goes down. But anyway, we've got 3 harvesters, 2 ref for Technique, pulling these bikes back to base, going to get some repairs for them. This buggy here going to be able to cut this rifle squad out. He might just be able to foxhole. He'd have enough time to foxhole, but he's moving around the buildings, just trying to keep this scout alive for as long as possible. Just keep this buggy away from the war factory as long as possible to keep it at its base, I guess, for the maximum amount of time, unless Tech wants to send it out in its damage mode. So pull back to the war factory now. We got 4 harvesters out here by Technique, and Bravo 3 has 4 harvesters as well. He's got 2 pitbulls again. Just nice to have those there. This harvester docking well away from this this refinery there. But whatever helps the harvesters to do that, and we got 6 harvesters out now. He's actually pulling across this harvester here, so he's only 4 and 2 on the main field, which is doable. You can do that. That's there's nothing wrong with that ratio there. 5 and 2 is obviously the best, but that's going to be fine. Technique sending these units out now. He's got them here. Obviously can't rush into Bravo's base anytime soon, so he's just going to shoot down one of these spikes, which is a good idea. It might as well destroy it, especially if you're not going to cap it. 5th harvester is out there now, 2 harvesters over here, so Bravo 3 has some pretty good economy. These 2 pitbulls might be able to clean up this raider buggy, but they're not going to chase it, and they don't put it in heavy damage mode, which means he's got the opportunity to get away, but no, that harvester takes a swing at it. Now it's in heavy damage mode, and it's not going to be able to move fast enough to escape, and Technique Doesn't even bother really moving that too much at all. More people's coming out by Bravo 3. He has a command center down and he's going for the AP ammo upgrade. Really the only thing he'd go for at this point in the game. And he's going for an armory and composite armor as well. So there you go. He's actually going to be going for some kind of mid-game push. I'm not sure if he's going to be doing it with just pit bulls. The bikes are moving around here. There is a beacon over here, so he's calling in the GDI airborne. But the problem is these bikes here, they could probably shoot the V-35s down when they do decide to rock up. And he's going to be able to pop that foxhole. He's probably not going to be able to destroy this this spike here. But takes a swing at it, and is he going to notice these V-35s? No, he's not. He's going to pull back there. Actually, be able to land quite safely now. And of course, they'll dump some rocket squads out, which the bikes really don't want to see. And of course, we've got Pitbulls moving through here now, and he's going to get. Oh no, he doesn't commit. I think he should have just committed and got the harvester. Yeah, he's not really going to lose anything, but he could have got the harvester. He pulled 2 off the line. Now harvester now moving very slowly because it's in heavy damage mode. So Technique's going to have to run that by a war factory if he wants maximum economy out of that again. And meanwhile, we have some infantry squads just moving up the side of the map here. GDI airborne coming in. Zocom field suits is done. And meanwhile, Technique has his tier 2. He has double war factory, so he's gone for expansion, double ref into double war factory. Still going to be going for bike buggies. Pops down air turret. Probably worried maybe about something there, I guess. And oh, look at this, foxholing up here and putting the rocket squads in them as well. That's just going to be, I mean, it's not anything serious. There you go, Technique is getting repairs on that harvester now. It's not anything serious, but I guess it's just there for Bravo for an early warning system and just to destroy a handful of bikes and that when they do try to clear those out. So it's not terribly, oh, it's actually a flame tank coming out, so Technique's just probably not even going to care. There's not enough real power here to destroy this flame tank. There's only 2 rocket squads there, and he does decoy army to lure this one away. And Bravo 3 evacuates, and I'm not sure why they're invisible, but they are invisible. There we go. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. He might be, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But they are invisible. He's going to turn around and fire those guys now. And you can see their guns. There they go. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know how he degassed. He looked like he degassed them all at the exact same time. Not sure how he did that. Flame tank is chasing him. He's going to go back to destroy this rocket squad here. We have a beacon up here, not a beacon, a battle marker, and Bravo 3 completely overwhelmed there. Not much you can do about that. Remember, the Technique is not, so you can get laser capacitors and Tiberium core missiles, so he's going to be sitting pretty, but there are shadow tanks here now, and those buggy aren't going to be liking that. Shadow tanks with the infantry mixed in, and remember, the buggies not going to do that much damage to these infantry. The field suits is just going to make them tank so much gunfire from those buggies. Technique is going to need laser capacitors. He's going to need a lot more of them, and he's going for it, I think, unless he's going for Tib Core first, which probably, I'm not sure if that's actually going to work out too well for him going for Tib Core first, because yeah, we're good against the shadow tanks, but the shadow tanks, you know, it only takes one shot and they just carve right through everything. And he's going to have these foxholes here again. I'm not sure if he's just going to garrison those up. No, he's actually going to go straight forward. Got the shadow tanks here now. Shadow tanks are firing at the shadow turret, drawing fire now, and this one shadow tank is going to get sniped down pretty quickly. There we go. A few other shadow tanks here, and oh, nice dodging Technique, goes in and out there. Nice work. There is an avatar here, so that's a real pain for him now. And he's going to be able to destroy these shadow tanks. He's going to clean up this army. Technique is actually going to lose very little here. There is a battle marker elsewhere, but I think it's a very minor engagement. And these infantry squads just going to pull straight back to where we've got these foxholes. The avatar is actually almost dead. If these rocket squads, some of them take a few swings. And oh, look at this. The bike's actually focusing down the foxholes. There's nothing even in the foxholes. We've got a battle marker over here. More infantry moving through. We got infantry just rolling through the middle of the map here, trying to pop that garrison as well. Bravo 3 has a 3rd base expansion as well, so this has kept Technique busy long enough for Bravo 3 to expand unimpeded. And now, of course, he's having to put shredder turrets down over here. Of course, Nod Vanilla doesn't have any kind of charged particle upgrade for those shredder turrets, so he's not going to be able to do too much against this infantry here. He's going to have to use some kind of other unit, and he's got the M-buggies out here. Tib Core is done. He's not going for laser capacitors. That's interesting. No laser capacitors. He's going for avatars, but he's going to need something significantly towards the anti-infantry side of things, because Bravo 3 is really pushing shatterers and rocket squads. Maybe not base cracking at this point in the game. For a push, yeah, base cracking, but at this point in the game, not base cracking because there's avatars and a lot of base defenses. But Technique is on the move. Tib Chemplan is there. Probably going to see some one-clicks, but this bike buggy has been contained at home. Bravo 3 done a pretty good job of containing that, and he still holds a spike as well. This harvester, if he crosses any of these rocket squads, he's going to get revealed, and I think he's going to get revealed right here. And oh, he doesn't actually get swung out a little bit. The MCV is down here from Technique, and he's going to get fired at now. And there's a lot of shadow tanks here. Will they be able to focus down? Laser field does go onto the MCV now, and he is putting up these shredder turrets. I'm not sure if he's going to lose the overload beam. to finish it off. Not looking to use the overload beam at all. No, he's not going to go for it, even if as a suicide weapon here. If the Shadow is going to go down, but the MCV does fall, and a lot of the Bice contingents, more Shadow tanks back here. What far away they come from? Reinforcements out of nowhere. We've got a battle marker up there. It's just an infantry squad, so we'll stay here. Avatar's now a little bit of trouble. Again, he's got really nothing to finish the infantry off. These buggies just aren't strong enough, and of course he's focusing down all the Shadow tanks with the Avatars, which is great work there, because those Shadow tanks can be very damaging in the long run here. Going through all of these units again, he hasn't really lost any Avatars, but he's about to lose them now, because he's got nothing to clean on the infantry squad. There's even a Hammerhead here as well, and it does have ceramic armor, and he does have AP ammo, so he's actually transitioning to these Hammerheads. And all of a sudden, Technique is in a little bit of trouble. His MCV, another MCV does come out. He must have predicted it falling because he built that pretty quickly. We got a battle marker over here, nothing much. There is a stealth tank actually. Did not even see it there. These harvesters are trying to fire back at it. The Hammerheads are coming after it. Of course, Hammerheads aren't very good at all. Know from the fact that Hammerheads blow pretty hard versus stealth tanks. Not unless you got some kind of infantry garrison them and Zocon where you can fight. But again, one stealth tank just capping off some more harvesters. Probably going to get a kill. He does get a kill on that ceramic armor Hammerhead, and Technique might have overstepped his boundary here. I think he's going to lose it. He's lost his stealth now. Once he's in heavy damage mode, you lose his stealth, and it's down, and he does lose it. And this infantry force, meanwhile, still causing Technique some issues. He's going to fall back now. Is he going to force move him off the ground? No, doesn't look like he's going to force move him. He could have got out of range by now if he force moved, but no, he's just going to keep taking damage there. A lot of armor when you're suppressed, but of course you can't move very fast at all. And Technique packing up the MCV, going for a run. He needs to get to this. Oh, geez. Bravo 3, he's moved his MCV across the entire field here. That is crazy. Technique is trying to leech. These harvesters getting shot at randomly. Bravo 3 needs some more stealth detection, because at the moment the infantry are the only things keeping them revealed, and of course you pretty much have to run into them with infantry to reveal them. He does manage to snipe one harvester down, but there is a construction yard here, but there's nothing. He doesn't have enough money to build anything, and now Technique probably going to queue some shredder turrets up here, putting the repairs down. Here comes the first shredder turret, but he's taking a lot of rocket damage. He's already almost down to half health already. A lot of these rocket squads I think are quite ranked up. There's a few elite squads. There's a heroic squad there. AP ammo towers come down. This stealth tank is going to go for the crush. Big crush on that stealth tank. Bravo 3 sees it, I think, and he might take a swing at it, but no, he's going to pull back. He's not quite sure what he's doing. We have the Hammerheads coming in now. He's almost got this MCV down, but the Hammerheads with just AP ammo, it's not enough. He does target the stealth tank, doesn't compromise the stealth at all. The stealth is still there, and he hasn't quite dropped that MCV, and he's got to pull back now. There's nothing garrisoning the Hammerheads, so I don't think they're really going to come in too much handy. It's just going to be base defenses and stealth tanks and things like that. And this heroic missile squad doesn't even care about this shredder turret. It's getting shot at by two shredders, and he's hardly even losing any health. Another shredder turret's going to come up now, and that's probably going to be the end of this heroic missile squad. But oh man, it's just taking so much damage with that ceramic armor as well. Not ceramic armor, Tiberian field suits. Finally goes down. That stealth tank there going to drop that tower. And Bravo 3 bit off a little bit more than he could chew. He's really done nothing over here, has he? Just doesn't appear to have any kind of money at all to support this expansion that he went for. And Technique does hold there. He places the rep pretty far back, surprisingly. And now Bravo 3 is going to lose his MCV. He needs to sell it, otherwise I don't think he has enough time to plant. He's going to laser field at it, so he's going to try and save it. I don't know, maybe at least to plant down this last structure, but there's 4 stealth tanks here with Tiberium core missile, and you can see the laser field gives it a ton more armor, but of course it's just a matter of time now before it goes down. Bravo 3, and yeah, he finally sells it, but he spent a lot of money to try to save it, and at the end of the day didn't get to drop that structure, and he only got $322 for it, so probably should have sold that a little bit sooner. And Technique now is going to be happily mining over here. Bravo 3 hardly touched this field, had to transfer some more harvesters by the looks of things. I'm not sure if he's been one-clicked at all. He's got some harvesters all over the place. He needs to reorganize. He's trying to reorganize. A few rocket squads coming out to defend against any potential stealth tank harassment, because it's definitely coming. I mean, Technique is really pushing this. Could sell off a few of these structures. He probably doesn't need quite so many base defenses and refineries back there, but it's going to be pit bulls for Bravo 3, and he's still pushing. He's still pushing for the Hammerheads here. Stealth tanks, meanwhile, taking out power plants. It's really easy to do. It's going to cripple Bravo 3. A few rocket squads here, and they might compromise the stealth. They do. They get a shot off, but no, stealth is reactivated. He's going to need some kind of stealth detection, maybe a sniper team to roll with these rocket squads, and that'll definitely catch Technique by surprise, because he's never going to be able to reveal those. Meanwhile, Bloodhound's dropped right into Technique's base, and he's going to get a harvester kill. He's going. Oh no! What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh no, he switched targets. Oh, he's going to get out of there too. Oh no, huge error there by Bravo 3. Does not even finish off a harvester. Had the opportunity. He might get one back here. But again, dropping the Sea Tiberian there. And he's not even going to get one there. Oh no, that was massive. That was massive. Technique is just essentially not. He could have sniped 2 harvesters down, and he's just left them. Bravo 3 unfortunately not able to capitalize on that situation there. If he got 2 harvesters, that would definitely be worth it. There's a bunch of peoples over here. They don't have any kind of mortar tech at all. I don't think Bravo 3 has a tech center at all. No, he does not. He's still building pitbulls out of one base. He's got a racks over here. All these rocket squads are really heavily clumped up. He might want to spread them out or they'll get crushed. Is sniping down some stealth tanks, mind you, and Technique got a little bit too close there, and he's being fired at, and he needs to get them out of here. He's going to lose 2 more stealth tanks. Oh no, so far I think 3. Yep, once this one goes down, it'll be 3. No, he does not quite drop that one. It's going to get back to the war factory, and once he gets behind the war factory, you're going to have a bad day, because it's going to get those automatic repairs. Veteran stealth tank. And again, sniping down some units. These 2 hammerheads might have been able to take a swing at the chem plant, or is there 3? There is 3. And again, hammerheads, they can do a lot of damage to these very lightly armored structures. And as you can see here, he's going to drop down the tip core missiles, and he does knock the power out, so there's a chance for these guys to escape. And escape they will. Nice work there. He only lost one of them. The pitbull, not the pitbulls, the stealth tanks are coming back now. So again, there's not a lot of pitbulls left, so he might just want to pull back a few infantry squads here just to slow them down, delay them or whatever. A few infantry units in the garrisons here just fighting out. Technique going to lose that fight, of course, and these guys are going to be able to kill them pretty quickly. So all not quite finishing them off. They are getting blocked by that structure, and more infantry squads coming up here now. So Bravo 3 a little bit scattered all over the place here, and Technique just having trouble getting out of his base and really hurting Bravo 3. Forced to sell off on most of these bases. He has killed a fair bit of power plants as well. Stealth tanks probably want to get back on the offensive, but Bravo 3, he does have another MCV out, and let's see what he's tanking. He's got $6,500, you know, and I mean he's only got 2 production structures, or no, 3 production structures. But of course, while the war factory is building the MCV, you know, that's 35 seconds of just building nothing but an MCV, and he's probably tanking. That's probably why he's tanking a fair bit of cash here. Technique, meanwhile, has plenty of Tiberium left here to mount some kind of army. He's going to build something. He'll probably have enough to build quite a large army. There's actually that harvester still just sitting back there. He's going for a shrine, probably going for his infantry upgrades here. Bravo 3, I'm starting to think maybe he might enjoy that, because he probably goes sniper teams. And meanwhile, he's got these squads here. His squads are just superior at the moment to the militants. There's absolutely no way he can touch them. He is going for those shrine upgrades, so there you go. And Technique just solidifying his position. A scan did go down there from Bravo 3, so he sees the shrine, and he's probably assuming, or he's probably guessing, that Technique's going to really push into the infantry phase here. The pitbulls won't enjoy that at all, and he has got a technology center, or a tech center, and I can imagine that the only upgrade he's going for is mortar. No real reason to get tungsten AA shells against a Nod opponent, you know, not unless they're absolutely spamming a ton of venoms or something like that. I mean, against Vertigos, to be honest, Firehawks are a better option, because, you know, they'll just instantly kill them, and Vertigos are stealthed. And you know, I have used some techniques where I put sensor pods on top of slingshots, and there was a really sick game against Unleashed that I played, and it was just insane. The control and the stealth slingshots just carving it up. So I guess if you're going to use tungsten slingshots, you want to put sensor pods on them, but not many people use sensor pods. And here we go. There's a raid coming through, and Technique does have a stealth power. He has got something here. This is a mine drop. It does wipe out a decent amount of the pitfalls. Enough, definitely cost effective there. And again, Bravo 3 does snipe down 1 harvester, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Meanwhile, Battle Marker over here, stealth tanks tearing it up. They destroyed the handful of pitbulls defending the base, and meanwhile the harvesters are defending themselves with their missiles. More pitbulls here that are all spread out, and he might be able to scare those guys off here. Meanwhile, he's going to be able to destroy some of the units over here, and Bravo 3 just trying to roll back into this field using his mortar to really splash down these units. Technique has full infantry upgrades now. The mortar, again, good against infantry, but it's not ideal, obviously. And he should be able to snipe down some of these harvesters here. I'm not sure what Technique's doing there. Maybe he thought the threat was eliminated. And he's got 2 stealth towers, so he's made a pretty big error there. He doesn't need 2 of them right next to each other. And Vertigo bombers are coming out. There are 3 of them now, and they're actually going to try to bomb pitbulls, which is not a good idea. Oh, he's going to lose one straight away. Oh man, Bravo 3 is enjoying that. He is enjoying that. I'm not sure why Technique decided to engage pitbulls with the Vertigo bombers there. Especially while they're moving, and more infantry just pouring in here from Bravo 3, and we got more pitbulls. God, Bravo 3's got so many control groups here, so many small pockets of units just moving around. Technique now trying to organize some kind of offensive. Pitbulls are trying to move back towards, not the pitbulls, the stealth tanks trying to move back towards the war factory. He's probably going to lose that one there. He does lose it, and we got an elite stealth tank. That's going to be dangerous. We might want to get rid of that soon. Vertigo's getting shot up on the deck, but I don't think there's enough pitbulls here to take him out yet. Bravo 3's going to retreat. He realizes he's not going to be able to do too much more damage with this attack, so he's going to fall back. And again, there's 2 stealth towers right next to each other. So Technique might want to sell one of those off. And he's got 3 Vertigo bombers now, both all chilling on the deck, so not really doing too much. Stealth tanks going back to base now. He's got an elite stealth tank that can be super deadly once they go heroic. They're probably the most frustrating heroic unit to get rid of, because again, they're stealth, self-repairing, super powerful, super armor, super rate of fire. Stealth tanks do so much damage. And Bravo 3 has cleaned up this field. He's cleaned up almost all of his fields. He's moving his MCV back down. He's got a Marv out. I didn't even see that. Vertigo bombers are luckily getting away there. They did get hit pretty bad, but they were trying to bomb the Marv. Looks like they got some good hits on the Marv there, taking off a decent chunk of health. But there's 3 Zone Raider squads and an Engineer squad inside this Marv to help repair it up. And now Technique's going to have to try to take this out, seeding his own field with a Tiberium here, and his Hammerhead should be able to kill a decent amount of these infantry units here. The stealth tanks really can't afford to engage that Marv. It's just too risky. And there's Pitbulls here as well, so you can reveal the base. And I think Bravo 3 should have his Marv on an aggressive stance. So yeah, starts dropping these front structures, destroying everything he can. Hit the Vertigo bombers are coming back. Can he target down enemy's Vertigo bombers? Oh, nice splash damage. One of them goes down. Some of the Pitbulls get splashed. The Marv is down to about 45% of its health now. More Hammerheads coming over the top. Nice unit mix here from Bravo 3 and Control as well. But he's probably, oh yeah, nice work there, pulling them back as well. He's definitely all over that, and Pitbull's moving forward once again, and these 2 stealth tanks might want to get out of there. But yeah, Bravo 3, he's lost too much, he's got too much damage on his Marv, and he's just deciding just to pull back from there now. He's really got Technique cornered, and I don't think he wants to lose too much more. Again, pulling back there, that elite stealth tank just got another Hammerhead kill, so it's going to be super frustrating if that gets right down to that point there of being heroic. Imp Coils is done from Technique, so he still has that tech center there. So he hasn't got laser capacitor. Again, I would have thought he might have gone for it to help counter the infantry, because that's something he's had trouble with. He's basically had to try to wear them down with pretty much base defenses here. Again, going for the infantry upgrades, didn't actually end up building that much infantry. He just got mortared down pretty quickly before he could get a spam on. Technique does have a decent amount of Tiberium here. We got some buggies rolling down here. We got some infantry rolling in there, but the stealth tank's going to come in. They're going to snipe down both these harvesters, and they're both full, so that's Tiberium that Bravo 3 can never recover. You know, that's going to hurt, and he's going to shoot up some of these buggies on the way out. Those stealth tanks needs to be careful. That elite stealth tank is down to about half health now, and he does scare them away. But Bravo 3 losing his harvesters. He pulls in more harvesters now. Of course, at this point in the game, you only need a handful. It looks like he's got about 5 left spread over the 3 fields, just harvesting up a little bit of Tiv here and there. Pulls these Pitbulls back to base, has the Mar back to base. We got Vertigo bombers rolling in now. Are they going to be able to get a kill on that harvester? Oh no, Technique has not noticed they're there. A brief lapse in concentration, that cost him both of those Vertigo bombers. That's expensive hardware, you can't afford to do that. And hot tip, guys, if you're going to rally your Vertigo somewhere, rally them outside the enemy base, not into the enemy base, because if you forget about them like that, they're flying around in circles, they're going to get shot down. Same with Firehawks, you don't Stratofighter right into the enemy base, you Stratofighter next to the enemy base. It's definitely the way to go. And that's what the mortar upgrade looks like there, right there, if anyone didn't know what it looked like. It's like a little crane pulling shells out of the box and putting into the other box. Kind of like the crane, which just moves one crate around constantly. Oh, I'm missing the action. Firehawk's coming in now, and he bombs the air tower, gets it. Even with a laser field on it, he gets it. And he manages to get away with both Firehawks, but again, I think Technique's abandoned Vertigo production. They really didn't do that well at all. Just like the infantry upgrades didn't really do too well at all. Technique's unit mix is pretty crazy. He has repaired up the stealth tanks, so he's got those going for him. That's pretty much just about it. He's still going to be building stealth tanks as well. He's got a lot of Tiberium on his dry fields, or his main fields that he needs to go back to. But Bravo 3, let's see what he's trying to mass. He's trying to get up Pitbulls. But again, another option he could go for is just a lot of rocket squads. You know, you can get almost 2 rocket squads for 1 Pitbull, and just one sniper team just to sit there, because remember, Technique needs, oh geez, oh man, oh no, that was devastating for Technique. That was devastating. He just lost so much stuff there. Luckily, the elite stealth tank got away, but again, having the sniper team would help with the stealth detection. But the Marv is coming back now. Took almost no damage from that attack. The Imp Coils didn't get worked off by Technique. And unfortunately for him now, this Marv is going to come here and actually Marv is this field, trying to use the obelisk here to destroy the Pitbulls. And the Marv is just rolling through. We do have a veteran Marv now, and Technique is going to need some more. He's going to need some more EMP buggies here. And he gets fired at. Oh no, he's going to lose. He almost loses that elite stealth tank. He should get that one out of there right now. And I think Bravo 3 does try to go forward, but the Imp Coils stop everything. They stop everything. And it's going to get away to the base. And now for some reason, I'm actually hoping it does go heroic, because Technique's control on that one has been pretty good. And we have the Hammerheads coming in to clean up the rest of the Imp buggies. So that really just delayed Bravo 3, and of course it's Marv now down to 50% health, so it has been doing some damage to that there, but did allow the elite stealth tank to get away, get some repairs. This obelisk here trying to hold the line. Sam turret's going down now. There's no double A here at all, so these hammerheads could actually move forward. And Technique just selling off these base defenses now. Not sure what he's going to do about this. Tib Vane. Oh no, the pitbulls are all going to go down. The pitbulls all go down, so that's terrible. There's only one pitbull here, just a reinforcement pitbull. Now the stealth tanks are going to be cheering about that, and they do take it down, so there's no stealth protection here for Technique. That's why he was selling off all those structures, trying to get the Tib Vane out. It didn't really affect the Marv too badly, because it's just got so much armor. But again, Technique, oh man, he really needed to cut those out, and he did. Firehawks are back again. I'm not sure how proactive he's been with those, but he has been bombing with them. Does take out a power plant. Everything helps. Of course, Technique, he still has to replace those. They're worth $1,000 each, you know. So, I mean, 500 for the power plant, 500 for the liquid core Tiberium. Nod get very over a line on these because they give them so much power, and of course they have paper armor when they go down. They just have serious power issues. So if he loses one more of those, I don't think he's going to have enough to power his base. A few imp buggies just chilling back here. Bravo 3 can see them, not wanting to move back. There is a beacon here. Is Bravo 3 going to notice it? I think, yeah, he does. He notices it. He pulls back, and it's going to be a vapor bomb again, not really affecting the Marv. Oh no, he loses. He loses the elite stealth tank. It just gets taken down in a single volley, and the Marv is now elite. And Technique, that was a huge killer blow for him. I think that might have been it. Had he got a heroic stealth tank, he might have been okay. A bike coming out. More bikes coming out. Oh, I don't know about this. I don't think the bikes are going to cut it for him. He needs infantry and EMP coils, I reckon, and he's about to lose his operations center now. Bravo 3 just methodically digging Technique out of this entrenched position here, and now Technique, I'm not sure what he's going to do about that. He can't build double A turrets without that operations center, and he's got no power at all. Can't upgrade his power plants without it, and he's down to tier 1. He's got his tier 4 powers, but he's only got tier 1 buildings or tier 1 units. But I mean, he's got imp coils at tier 1 now, so he's going to be okay. The Marv is looking pretty sickly. I mean, it is reasonably heavily damaged, but it's elite, and it's only got one repair pad on it. So he's coming down here now. Technique needs... Oh, he's got no war factory. He's got no war factory. He's got one EMP buggy, but he's got the stealth power, which means if he puts this to hold fire, the Raider buggy, he may be able to sneak it around and get one imp off at least. But again, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do about this. And the Tib Chem plant goes down. I'm not sure why he didn't just sell. I'm not sure what hand he's going to come in now. He used all the support powers very recently, so they wouldn't have been recharged at all. And Technique and the mortars coming down now, just trying to kill the infantry squads. Technique desperately trying to survive this. Rocket squads pouring in now, and the pitbulls here. There's hammerheads over the top, and I think Technique might just be done and dusted here. Bravo 3 played a pretty good late game here, especially against these stealth tactics. Firehawks coming in, trying to bomb the stealth towers. There's actually no power anyway. Doesn't really matter. Dropping bombs on the barracks as well, and Technique has gone down there. So Bravo 3 as the Zocom force. Nice work there. Very nice game by both of these players. So Bravo 3 as Zocom, Technique as Nod. Of course, I probably should have mentioned it. He's playing under the tank account that he plays under sometimes. 26.5 minutes, so a decent sized game there, but only 190,000 to Bravo and 188,000 to Technique. So only $1,500 in it. So very minimal indeed in terms of economy, and I'm surprised no one got over 200,000 in that game. For a game that long on Dust Bowl, you should be getting in excess of $200,000 on that game, but falling just short. Of course, Technique couldn't harvest a lot of his backfields because Bravo 3 was pushing on him, and again, a lot of harvesters going down full of Tiberium will never drop as much as they harvest. So 1.39 kill death ratio to Bravo, 0.69 to Technique, so almost double or more than double. Oh, just about double, yeah, only 0.01% off double, so that's pretty cool. Structures created, obviously Technique is crazily high because he built base defenses, losing a lot of structures. And look at that, structures destroyed 65 to Bravo 3, again includes base defenses, just 9 to Technique, so not doing a lot of damage to Bravo 3's base. And again, if you look at the units lost there, Technique much higher, but he didn't actually create as many units either. That's interesting there. Bravo 3 getting a lot of units. Obviously, he went for a lot of infantry, and Technique went for a lot of vehicles with a little bit of infantry on the side. Again, probably could have handled maybe his infantry and his vertigos a little bit better. Maybe could have got laser capacitors to help against the infantry, you know, venoms and buggies and things like that. And of course, getting that stealth tank to heroic could have turned the tide even. So pretty crazy game by both of these players. Bravo 3 always slightly ahead in the economic race. Technique try to bring it back at the end. Structures is going to be all over the place. And units there, wow, Bravo 3 pretty down on it about the 10-minute mark. So again, here losing a lot of shadow tanks and rocket squads, but he slowed Technique down so much that Technique couldn't get the counter attacks in there. So that was a really good game by both these players. Stay tuned to my channel for more more action from the 3v3 tournament if I decide to bring any of that to the channel, which I should do, FPV and things like that. Anyway, stay tuned to my channel. I'm Green Zero. I hope you enjoyed this VOD, and I'll see you all next time.